Aquarius, I'm hearing that you are seeking to define yourself. You don't feel like playing games anymore. Because I'm hearing a song the games people play. Don't know who sings that, but I'm just hearing the jingle. This is an oracle for Aquarius, your oracle for this week. What is within you? This is the Arcana Veil, let's have a look. Oracle for Aquarius is a collective reading. This is not my deck of cards here. So all I can say is that it looks like someone is just kind of like resigning themselves to the situation. It is in French. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. She feels undermined. Maybe you feel as if you had gone through something. Especially if there's an idea, if there's a thing about the games people play, you're actually over that. You're kind of like, you've had enough. You want to go home. Where is home? Is the games in your house, in your home? Are these things there in your house that are making you feel doubtful of yourself, Cancer? In the support, feeling, healing, compassionate, and unconditional love is what this means for you. You are reevaluating yourself. What is your home? Do you feel out of home? Is in your home, do you feel undermined by certain things? Wherever Aquarius is placed within your chart stationed, that is definitely positioned then for you. This is a timeless reading. Let's have a look. I do want to say that when you find it, it'll be the right time that you find it. Tarot for Aquarius. 10 of Wands. Hard work. Not anymore. Easy work. If it's in reverse. It's not a burden. But you feel kind of like annoyed with it. You're kind of like, yeah, I've had enough. 4 of Swords. You want to go back in. You want to just like recover from the drama that you've been dealing with. You've definitely dealt with some dramas in this week. Or in this last few days. Or even this month. 8 of Swords, definitely bringing you back into yourself to try and re-establish, resolve. 6 of Wands here. Very good though. 9 of Cups, walking away from all the drama. That is not yours to deal with. So, in the first part of your consciousness, you're actually dealing with feeling a little bit tired. You've done a lot of stuff. You've worked very hard. You've worked hard to not be undermined by certain things in your house. Maybe you are a financial advisor and the house of your finances are making you feel like you need to clarify or resolve some things in there. Could be a Cancer that you're dealing with, but you are definitely focused on trying to heal what you've had to endure for quite some time. Your energetic frequency, air, is showing that you are dealing with certain patterns in your behavior, in others' behaviors with regards to your life path here. There's an 8 and an 8 here, 8 of Cups. There is a 6 of Wands that shows that in the interim you do move from this because you realize that at some point that it's not really going to help you to over focus too much on things. It's really not that hard to kind of see the things for the logic of what they are. Let's have a look and see in the underworld and the abyss for you. We have the 10 of Swords here, so you're really over it. You're really over something quite intensely. The way that this card presents itself is as if you've been backstabbed. You're over the fact that there's people that are undermining you, making you feel like you question your own sanity. Yet you're being shown here that it's really all about needing to nurture the self. And in your heart, the matter of your heart, the 8 of Swords is saying, well, she's sitting down and she knows she can actually just push them away. It's not really closing her from her path. She can get out. She's just tired and just tired of overthinking things. When in the we will look and see whether this is external projection onto you, or whether this is just something that you're having to deal with that is internal within you. For the most part, almost 99% of things are internalized, whether it's projected or not. This is the nature of the human consciousness. We have the Empress under the Four of Swords here, very much resting in that space here. There's a mirror behind them. There is inner reflection. There is someone who is praying over this knight that is resting here from the higher consciousness. And in this also, this is the place where you wish to be, and that is what you desire. That is what you are secretly at heart, is the Empress, while you are resting in that space, healing, going in, meditating, investigating things. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, this just flew out. 10 of Wands. Hard work to deal with other people's crap. You don't need to deal with that anymore. Hard work to deal with your own crap too. I mean, don't we all have to deal with that? But you're being offered strength, which is in the ability to understand that you can have victory over this situation in this house, in this position that you're in. Sometimes you're getting a lot of Two of Wands here, getting a lot of flack for overthinking certain things and then acting on them without not fully understanding the reasons why you do, because your air is watery air, which in turn is almost like the formation of a geyser or a geyser that comes out of the ground. Hot air or cold air, either way, but that air is often gaseous, gas-like, and the forming of the gas, which is actually important to actually initiate water. So if the gas reaches up into the clouds, it then starts to work on the cloud formation and then creates rain. So that is why it's important to take notice of how much you think, what you think of yourself in this space. Yeah, grounded. Someone is grounded in the house. Someone's feeling upset with that. Maybe the groundedness happened for a reason. It's not heavy for you. You know that you can actually just recover from that thing. I'm seeing someone had a path that they took, and that path was kind of like sort of knocked off a little bit for them. They kind of lost their footing a bit there. But it does look like you're kind of sort of rocking and rolling through this process. You're not so impacted by it as you would think. Yes, the Eight of Swords is in the heart space, but then that's why you're kind of comfortable in that space, because you do the overthinking, you do the thinking, and you can decide how to process what is the surplus of thoughts that are not yours. Let's see the outcome for you in this situation. Two of Wands saying that you're definitely able to get that thing going and not to really cry over things that don't work for you anymore. Nine of Wands, the same thing. Pushing through the winds of storm, the winds of change. Falling on the ground, the Sword Swallower, Page of Swords, right next to the Ace of Swords. See what I mean about the air and overthinking things and it just taking its life on its own when you're actually, when it's suggested that maybe the only way for you to get out of that state of mental condition that you've put yourself in, or someone has put you in, or has driven you to go into that position, is to do some physical work and to go be outside in nature, to be able to then think one sword at a time what it is to find your strength back up again, so that you're able to re-establish your pathway back up again, which is the Nine of Wands here, traversing through it. So stand still, focus back on yourself. Stop feeling sorry for the circumstances that they've happened. You're a tough nut. You're a tough cookie. You can't crumble that easily. Aquarius, this was your reading. Best of luck for you. This was the Arcana Veil. Until next time.